Hello friends, welcome to Technique. This is Nirmal here, and in this video we'll be having a look at one of the lightest and slimmest laptop with OLED display from ASUS, the ASUS Zenbook 13 OLED. So as the name indicates, it has an OLED display, and this is powered by the AMD's Ryzen 5 and Ryzen 7 series chip. It comes with 8GB RAM, or you can get with 16 gigs of RAM. In terms of hard disk, you get 512GB SSD as well as 1TB SSD. Then you get a 67 watt hour battery and up to 16 hours of battery life, and a really great OLED display. That's one of the highlighting aspect. And you get the number pad with the keyboard. That's the traditional ASUS keyboard. So how good is this laptop for the price segment it is being offered? So the pricing starts at around 79,000 rupees for the Ryzen 5, and it goes beyond for the ASUS, the AMD Ryzen 7 series and 1TB hard disk. The one we are trying here is the Ryzen 7 series with 16 gigs of RAM and 1TB of storage, and this has an OLED display. It's a 13.3 inches OLED display. So let's get started with the detailed aspects. First step, let's have a look at the design and build quality. Now with any ASUS premium ultrabook laptop in the Zenbook series, one of the standout features is rather the design and the build quality. Now it's a very lightweight device. You can see that ASUS has these concentric circles, the ASUS logo here, and the concentric circles. It's made of metal chassis. It feels really lightweight at just 1.14 kilogram. And just you can see here around 13 or 14 mm in thickness. That's one of the lightest and slimmest OLED display laptops available right now. And you can also see that the overall fit and finish and build quality looks really premium. This is made of metal chassis. You get a full size keyboard. We'll talk about the keyboard later. Then you get a trackpad with the number pad, and the display has really good screen to body ratio as well. You can also see that it feels really premium in terms of design and build quality. And in terms of usage, you can see it's really lightweight, and one-handed usage also. You can easily carry it around. You can see here very lightweight laptop, just 1.14 kilograms in weight. So that's one of the highlighting aspects. So design and build quality feels really good. One of the best looking laptops in the premium segment, but it doesn't cost over a lakh. Again, this is made of really great material, so design and build quality feels really good. So that's the design aspect. Now next, let's move on to the display. So this is one of the highlighting aspect about the device. It has an OLED display. It's a 13.3 inches OLED display. So again, not a lot of laptops come with OLED display at this price segment. So let's have a look at what kind of OLED display is provided here. So this device comes with a 13.3 inches. It's a glossy panel. It's 16:9 aspect ratio, full HD resolution display, and it has 400 nits of peak brightness and DCI-P3 color gamut. That's 100% DCI-P3 color gamut, which is impressive, and it's a Pantone validated display, and screen to body ratio is 88%. So display looks really good, and being an OLED display, the colors are really vibrant, especially for an entertainment device. This stands out from the IPS LCD panels which we have seen in this price segment, and the contrast is really good. Although it's a glossy panel, you don't see much of reflection even when you're using outdoor. The brightness levels and the contrast levels are really good. It's a very good contrasty display, and again the overall experience watching a movie and all is like really superb on this device. Now one thing what I would have liked is a touch panel, because being an OLED display and an entertainment device, we would have liked a touch panel for this laptop, but again that would definitely increase the cost. But this is making OLED displays to more affordable panels, so that's one of the good aspects. So the display is really good. It's 400 nits brightness, DCI-P3 color gamut, and overall look and feel of the display, especially as an entertainment device, also looks really good. So it's one of the good OLED panels out there in this price segment. Now next, let's talk about the performance. So this device is powered by, as I said before, there are two processor variants. The AMD's Ryzen 5 5700U and the Ryzen 5 series, both are available. Now there are multiple configurations. It's an 8-core CPU, and you get you don't get a dedicated graphics card, but you get either 8GB RAM or 16 gigs of LPDDR4X RAM. and you also get either 512 GB SSD or you can get 1 TB SSD. So those are the options available. Now in terms of day-to-day performance, this is a really stellar performer, because we know that the Ryzen 5 and the Ryzen 7 the 5700U are really powerhouse in terms of getting good performance. Here again you get really great performance. We even tried video editing, although this is not a purpose of the laptop. Gaming and heavy video editing are not the purpose, but still it worked really well even without the dedicated graphic card. It was able to render videos, even 4K videos we could render with this. But again, this is not the use case. This is more of a multimedia laptop. It's more of a portable laptops, the everyday usage laptop. For that purpose, this is an excellent laptop in terms of performance. Super performance. You can go with either 8 GB RAM or 16 GB RAM. Now again, SSD is again once again really good in terms of performance. Now let's move on to the ports and connectivity of this device. So for every portable laptop, what most brands do is cut down on ports. So let's see how good this laptop is in terms of connectivity and ports. So in terms of ports and connectivity, on the left side you get a full size HDMI port, then you get two USB Type-C ports. So these are USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type-C port, which supports display and power delivery, but they are not Thunderbolt ports. That's definitely kind of disappointing. So no Thunderbolt support on this laptop. And on the right side you get one USB 3.2 Gen 1 Type-A port and an SD card reader, micro SD card reader, and there is an LED indicator. Now one of the things which is missing on this laptop is there is no 3.5mm audio jack. That's kind of I don't know why that was missed, because this being an entertainment laptop, apart from speakers, you might also listen to music and watch movies with an earphone, but here you don't get the 3.5mm audio jack. That's kind of definitely a miss on this laptop. We would have liked two things. One is 3.5mm audio jack is missing, and then second is there is no Thunderbolt port. So those are the two things which are missing in terms of ports and connectivity. But otherwise, yeah, you get the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connectivities, and it's a fairly well equipped device in terms of connectivity options. Next, let's talk about the keyboard. Now the keyboard, being a 13.3 inches laptop, obviously the keyboard would be cramped. Now here also the keyboard is a bit cramped, especially the keys are placed a bit more cramped in nature with additional keys on offer. The experience isn't that great. Especially you might take some time getting used to this cramped layout, and the typing experience, while the typing experience and key travel is really good, 1.2mm key travel, which is pretty good, and the feedback from the keys is also good, but the cramped layout of the keyboard makes it a bit uneasiness while typing, and you might get you might need some time getting used to this laptop when you're typing. So that's one of the issues we had. Even with after 2 weeks of usage, we couldn't get used to the keyboard layout. That's one of the disappointing aspects. Now you also get a trackpad which can be turned into a number pad. That's with most of the ASUS laptops under the Zenbook series. So here also you get that functionality, and trackpad feels quite okay. We don't see any sort of issues here, but our keyboard experience was definitely on the average side, although there is backlight keyboard options available. So keys could have been slightly better experience. Probably we can't blame ASUS also because of the form factor. It's a very slim and lightweight chassis. So again, a 13.3 inches laptop, so the keyboard obviously would be a bit cramped. Now moving on to the battery life. So this laptop comes with a 67 watt hour battery. It's a 4-cell battery, and there is also 65 watt charger included. So there is fast charging support, and the company claims around 16 hours of battery life, and true to its nature, the battery life is stellar on this. We can get around more than 10 hours of battery life in our usage, which is really good. So battery life is stellar on this laptop. So even if you are using the device for longer period of time, you do get a really great battery life, especially for watching movies and for travel. This is a really good companion. So again, fast charging is supported in the form of a 65 watt charger bundled with the box package. So that was the detailed aspects about the Zenbook, ASUS Zenbook 13 OLED, which is UM325. Now summing up the pros and cons, the pros include great build quality, fit and finish, and extremely lightweight and thin chassis. then good screen to body ratio, excellent display, it's an OLED display, great color reproduction, DCI-P3 100% color gamut, Pantone validated display, 400 nits, really good bright display. The performance is stellar with AMD Ryzen 7 and 5 series chipset, and you get up to 16 gigabyte RAM and 1 TB of hard disk included, so that's again pretty good. And battery life is really good, and this is a great value laptop, especially for ultra portable laptop category. But the cons: cramped keyboard layout that could have been better, then lack of Thunderbolt support and lack of 3.5mm audio jack are some features which are missing on this laptop. And apart from that, we would have liked a touch display on this laptop. That's not a con basically, but we would have definitely liked a better, or rather touch display and a better keyboard experience. So that is the detailed aspects about the ASUS Zenbook UM325. This is the lightest and also the slimmest OLED display laptops in this price segment. Its pricing starts at around 79,000 rupees. That's for the Ryzen 5 chip with probably 8 GB RAM. You can get the 16 GB RAM and the Ryzen 7 series chip as well. So hope this video was useful. Do hit that like button and also hit the subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.